Hello, everybody. Um, yeah, just want to make this video. Um, I was supposed to take a 3 month hiatus on making videos, and just taking a break and go out and try to find a job. Um, yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm doing that, but I'm having a hard time finding a job. But I might, I'll find one. I'll eventually find one. Yeah, took a look at the video. Took a look at a private video from Prince Oren, and he was giving me tips on how to move out of the state that I live in and to move to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You know, get into public housing and and sell some of my valuables and to get the money and combine that with the money that I'm making on the job, making on the job, and put that together and have that money to go overseas. Yeah, yeah. Also on going overseas, I gotta turn in my passport and denounce my citizenship as an American. Plus, I had to get a visa, some sort, a temporary visa of some sort to live in a country that I want to live in. But I got a lot of choices. I can stay in America and just move to another state, or I can just go overseas. It's it's my choice and all. But I appreciate the offer from Prince Aaron. I appreciate that. You know, he brought up. Yeah, it looks like he brought up some connections with his friend. You know, that's all good. I might give him and his friend a call. Um, if I want to or not. But yeah, yeah. On to the video. What are you looking at in front of you? What's in front of me? I mean, it's the flag of the United Kingdom, or hence the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Um, picked this up at a souvenir shop in Belgium. Um, yeah, I want to talk about my experience in the United Kingdom. Um, I have a subscriber who subs to my channel. His name is Damien, and he's from the United Kingdom. So he's probably gonna he probably gonna listen to what I gotta say and probably gonna and tell me the real story about how the United Kingdom is. Well, I'm gonna tell you my experience in the country. Um, Went there to get on board a cruise ship back in 2017. I mean, the name of the cruise ship is Independence of the Seas. It was a ship that sailed to sail to four countries in Northern Europe: Belgium, Norway, Germany, and France. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and tell the story about my experience in the United Kingdom. Okay, I arrived there on a flight with my mother, my father, my sister. Arrived there on a flight. Came into the came into Heathrow in London. Um, flew from an airport in Atlanta, Georgia. It was like this. This is how I. That's how we. This is how we. In, this is how we ended up in the country. Um, Went to the DFW International Airport in Dallas. It was a nightmare. It was a crazy nightmare. Some old guy said that we were at the wrong airport, and we were supposed to go to Dallas Love Field Airport, but the correct airport that we were supposed to go to catch our flight to Atlanta, Georgia was DFW International Airport, which is the Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. And why did this happen? Air the airline companies merged together, and it just created a mess. And my sister was so upset about it. She was just rant raving and shouting and complaining on the shuttle that took us to the that took us from the parking lot to the airport. You know, I don't like the DFW International Airport. I think that airport is just terrible. It sucks. Um, um, the airport in Atlanta, Georgia, where we flew when we flew from DFW to there. It was a really good airport. I mean, it had some people in some motor cars or golf carts. We got onto them, and it took us quickly to the next terminal. I mean, it was a 2 hour layover. Took us quickly to the terminal. Took that in a train or a subway train. I mean, I had to hold on for dear life because it was gonna like I was gonna like bounce all over the place. So I had to hold on to something. Well, anyway, after flying from Atlanta, Georgia, to Heathrow Airport in London, England, when I got off the plane, um, I saw a bunch of black people. Like they were all talking to one another. Like a bunch of black guys were dressed up in suits, and it just shocked me. Like why are these guys are wearing suits? And they were talking to one another, and my father and my sister were making fun of them on how they were talking. And I didn't make fun of them. I didn't make fun of them at all. Okay, we went to a line. It was a big line. It was at a checkpoint. It was at a checkpoint called the UK. It was called the UK border. Okay. And these border lane checkpoints were like they were kind of similar. Actually, I can't describe it. I mean, you just go up to them and just hand over your passport, and they look at your passport and they stamp it, and and they're gonna let you into the country. It was like this. Okay. Before coming to Heathrow in London, England on the flight. I mean, we were flying over England, um, and the stewardess passed out these cards, these little small pieces of paper to everybody. They were called UK border enforced landing cards. What you do is you fill them out, put your name, your address, the city that you're from, the country that you're from, and you turn that in. You give that to a British immigration officer at the UK border checkpoint at Heathrow. You give that along with your passport. Okay. While we were in the line at the UK border checkpoint, my dad was very impatient. He was like he wanted to know what was going on. He waved. it was this old lady who was wearing who was wearing a pantsuit dress. Um, she smiled and waved at my dad and said, "Hello, hello." And she told my dad that he had to wait until he gets to the checkpoint. Okay, yeah, my sister was acting like a total ass, and she did a hand sign telling me to get to the border, stay with everybody, you know. She would treat me like crap. Her and my dad supposed to look after me and make sure I don't get lost. Yeah, I didn't care. And I noticed something. I mean, when we got to the border checkpoint, when we all turned in our UK landing cards and our passports, um, the British immigration officer, which was an old man who wore glasses, he looked at my landing card and he looked at me with a smile on his face and said this to me: "Richard, congratulations! You put down American. Richard's the only one who got it right." Yeah, and that's yeah. He was smiling. Then he stamped my passport and handed it back to me. And when he was saying it, like because how my how my mother and my sister, my father just gave me a hard time and made me feel miserable. I didn't want to look at the guy or talk to him because they just those three just tore me down. Yeah, I'll tell you why that British immigration officer was happy. I mean, because a lot of Americans come into the UK with their UK border enforced landing cards or UK landing cards. Um, they won't put down the name of their country. Some just put down like the name of their state or the city of a state that they live in. My dad put down for for his country, his nationality. I mean, yeah, they just put down anything on the nationality line. My dad put down Tyler, Texas on the nationality line, and my sister put down African American on the nationality line. And on the nationality line, I put down American, and that's why that British immigration officer was happy and pleased because I was the only American who who did it right. And my sister got all angry about it and said this: "I don't care. I put down African American on there. I put down African American on mines." And I'm saying to myself, like, um, I was thinking in my mind, I heard her said that, and I'm thinking to myself, like, African American. Africa, America. Is that a country? Tyler, Texas. That's not a country. So, yeah, you know, just, I mean, that's people in America for you. They're just Americans. Some Americans are just stupid, you know. Anyway, on on anyway, anyway, we went to get our luggage at the baggage claim. Then we were on our way to get on board the on one of the buses that would take us to Southampton, England, to get on board the Independence of the Seas cruise ship. Um, my dad asked a police officer, where the buses were. And when my dad asked that police officer where the buses were, I mean, he just ignored my dad and just turned around and just walked away. Just ignored my dad and walked away when he asked him that. And my sister asked this guy at the baggage claim where the bus is at, and this is what this guy said to my sister. Basically, he was mumbling and saying something really fast. Okay, when we got on the bus, I sat in the seat on the bus, and I noticed something. We got on the bus on the left side instead on the right side. Yeah, yeah. And the steering wheel on the bus was on the right side instead on the left side. So that's how all the buses and the cars in the United Kingdom are. Okay, okay. This was the most funniest thing. I heard the sound of this bus that we were on. This bus sounded really, really funny. I think I did this. I think I talked about this in a previous video. It was the most funniest thing I ever listened to. This how this bus sound. Okay, when the bus driver got on the bus and drove the bus out of the airport, this is how the bus sound. It was funny. Like, then I remember, like, we were on this highway or motorway as they call it. On the left side of the road, and the opposite traffic on the other side of the road was on the right side. Um, yeah, people drive on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, they say that they drive on the some of the people in England say that they drive on the correct side of the road. So yeah, I was freaked out about it a little bit, but I kind of got used to it. It wasn't that bad. It's just just a motorway, just a motorway, and how the motorway is and how the buses are, and the cars are. Um, Went through a countryside. The countryside was really nice. Very picturesque, very scenic. Um, yeah, I didn't get really good pictures of it. When we left London, I saw one of those double decker buses. I saw one of them. Okay, when we got into Southampton, we went through this neighborhood, and the neighborhood looks really nice, and it did. I sat next to an Italian woman, and she looked at me. She said hi to me, and I said hi to her back. Um, I was just Yeah, I wanted to talk to her, but I was just too shy. Well, actually, I should have talked to her, but I was kind of shy, and I was. Okay, when we got to the cruise ship dock, um, we went in. We went in. I told my sister. I can't believe I'm in the United Kingdom, and my sister didn't care what I had to say. You know, basically, if I just say normal things, I'll just be completely ignored. Okay, got inside the cruise ship dock building. Okay, my dad did the arrangements for the room and all, and I was just there. I didn't know what was going on. Didn't have a clue. Nobody says nothing to me. I'm just in the dark on everything. Okay, got to the yeah, got to where they went to a place where they check you, and there was this old man, a real old man who was checking people. He checked my dad, then he checked me, and he said something I didn't understand. He said this. This is what he was saying. I knew what he was talking about. Yeah, he wanted me to empty out my pockets, you know. So that's what I did. Yeah. Yeah. So also, I mean, on the last day of the cruise ship, after sailing to after sailing and going to Belgium, Norway, Germany, and France, um, we all sat at the table with this old British couple. It was an old man and an old woman, and we had a conversation. You know, my sister was telling her about she told him that well, British people like stories, you know, and they started talking to us, and we talked back to them, you know. I didn't say much to them because you know I was kind of shy. And also I was afraid I'm gonna say something that might offend them because they were Brits. Okay, my sister told them that they worked at a that she my that my that she worked at a prison, and my dad was a police officer, which was true, and my sister worked at a prison, and that was true. Okay, she talked about one of the she told the old British couple that one of the inmates had had fried chicken, and they took the fried chicken and they hid it in their pants, and it burnt them. And the old British guy said this chicken, what they do, so they got in trouble for stealing chicken. um yeah, stealing chicken, yeah. And my sister said that my dad brings in the bad guys, and she just puts them in prison. And the old British guy pointed to me. He wanted to know my story, and I said what I do for a living. And I said I just work at a store. That's the only thing I said. And my mother didn't say much either. I don't remember what she said. Um, yeah. So yeah, they were very talkable, you know, sociable, you know. Some yeah, I heard stories that from Americans that British people are rude, and they're rude, and they're rude, and they're standoffish. They're like Americans. Um, yeah, they're rude. They're standoffish. They're passive aggressive, and yeah. Maybe it's the fact that we were talking to some older couple, and one of them told us that Queen Elizabeth II is out of touch with what's going on, and that's what they told us about how Queen Elizabeth II is. Um, yeah. Also also when we got on this bus to head back to Heathrow to catch a flight from Heathrow in London, England to JFK International Airport in New York City. Um, yeah, my sister bought like way too many souvenirs at souvenir shops in Norway and Germany, and I think in France, and her luggage bag was way too heavy, and they were weighing my bags, my sister's bags, my dad's bag, and my mother's bag, and they weighed my sister's bag, and it was very heavy, and and she got and we got charged for it. Well, my dad got charged for it. I mean, the price was £100. I think that's like $70 in American money. Um, and also one of the people at the airport looked at all our passports. It was a woman. She looked at all our passports, and I think she was Indian descent. She saw the picture on my passport, and she said this. That's a very good picture. I like that. Yeah. And we had to end up like throwing away our toothpaste, toothbrush, not the toothbrush. Yeah, the toothpaste, toothbrush, mouthwash, deodorant. We had to throw all that away because we had it in our carrying bags, you know, and the people on the cruise ship didn't give us a chance to didn't give us a chance to put all our stuff in the luggage bags. And you know, there's one thing that didn't get thrown away was a ball of grease that I had in my in my travel bag. And when this officer went to search me, I mean he did a good job searching me. I mean he wasn't like robotic. He wasn't like militaristic and stiff like the TSA at airports in America. I mean he just checked me, no problems, didn't give me a hard time, and that's it. And he missed the grease, and you know that was shocking. You know, I was not gonna do anything with that grease anyway. Just put it on my hair, and that's it. Also, on the cruise ship, there was this Indian guy. I think he was British. I think he was from India. He worked on the cruise ship. He talked to all of us. I mean, and he it was weird. Like when he said this to me every time I seen him, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him. Maybe because I was shy. And he said this. Hello, Richard. How you doing? How you doing, Richard? How you doing? That's what he was saying. It's kind of annoying, and yeah. So yeah, and he was an idiot. He was, you know. Yeah. So that was my experience in the United Kingdom. I mean, if I stayed in the country long enough, I can see how it really is. You know. Um. Yeah. So yeah, you know. I'm not gonna get angry. I'm not gonna like complain because how British people are. You know. I'm not gonna do that. You know. Yeah, I know. I noticed something from from a sub who subs to me from the United Kingdom, and his name is Damien. I mentioned him at the beginning of this video. Um, he told me that he was alone. He doesn't have any friends, you know, and I offered to be his friend, and you know, he didn't say anything. And I heard that you know British people they you know they're not there to be your friend. They just want to like just look at you as a colleague and talk to you, and that's about it. So I don't know. I heard stories that British people are friendly, down to earth, and some of them are not, or they just you know, are they just like Americans? They're just less toxic. I don't know. Um, yeah, yeah. Anyway, that's all I gotta say in this video. Yeah, thinking about going back to the United Kingdom. Going back there to do to to walk around and go to places in London, and you know, and get on a train and head to Paris in France. You know, That'd be fun. Yeah. So yeah, I really want to like spend more time in the UK and just see how it is. You know, if I went there like instead of going on a cruise, I'll probably have a lot to say in this video about that country. Um, yeah. Yeah. They got a new prime minister, Boris Johnson. He's gonna get the country out of the European Union, and I heard that he put a stop to the British Parliament in Westminster in London. Um, I've been hearing about the country on the BBC World Service on on an NPR affiliate radio station out of Shreveport, Louisiana, called KADQ Red River Radio, 89.9 FM. Well, here it's on 100.7 FM. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I started listening to that after being bashed by someone from the UK, telling me that I've been living under a rock, and England and France are overrun by Muslims. So yeah. 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 Listening to the BBC World Service, listening to France 24 English, I-24 News, and the local news where I live, kind of balance that out, and have and just know and I have a better understanding of what's going on in the world and how the world works. So yeah, I'm not ignorant in the box on everything anymore. And oh yeah, someone online, someone left a comment on my channel, tell me that the British flag is the butcher's apron. It was a term that was said from someone that was said from people from Ireland. Yeah, meaning that the British Empire went was in India. The British occupied India and jacked and stole their resources, their food, rice, and let them suffer through famine, let them die through famine, and calling the Indian people savages. Like, I mean, you guys are the savages. Like, you guys like let these people starve to death and took their resources from them and took their food away. Treat them like dirt. I mean, you guys are the real savages. I think I said that someone from the UK said this. Bullshit. Yeah, yeah, and I have a friend by the name of Captain Brandon Horror Lover who's of English ancestry. He's Anglo-Saxon. Um, I think I probably got some Anglo-Saxon people in my family. You know, my dad told me we relate to a white guy with blue eyes who intermarried with some black people in the family. And my dad said he that's why he has blue eyes. So yeah, I'm probably gonna take ancestry.com and find out what I am. Yeah, um, yeah. My mother took ancestry.com and found out that she was like part Irish, part part Sierra Leone in Africa, West African, and Japanese. So yeah, That's all I gotta say in this video. Alright, thank you for watching.